tighter.
We'll move on. I don't know about that.
So
men go more than women. So
discretion is advised.
Speaking of shit, we're talking about the Trump indictment.
DJ wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
So we're talking about BS. We're talking about the Trump indictment.
I'll tell you.
So we're talking about Trump indictments, and we're talking about the Biden legal troubles. So according to the New York Post, former President Donald Trump was indicted yesterday in connection with his attempts to overturn the 2020 election result, with federal prosecutors charging he made knowingly false claims of voter fraud in a desperate bid to stay in power after his defeat by Joe Biden. The third indictment brought in 4 months against Trump, 77, that's his age, consists of 4 counts: conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstruction of an attempt to obstruct an official proceeding, and conspiracy against rights. Also, Mike Pence came out against him today, saying that he was not able to overturn the election and that Trump was feeling lies about that.
We knew Pence was the ops anyway.
So, thoughts on this lady, the new indictment? I mean, Shelley.
Okay, so I mean, probably much of the country, at least Trump supporters, I believe that this is part of the witch hunt. These people are hell bent from the time he was coming down the gold escalator until now. They want him out of office. They never wanted him in. They have trumped up, to use a word, so many charges. Now, again, having said that, the legality of the charge or the legal, just the whole legal shenanigans, I think they're serious. They're going to have to be given attention to. You can't just ignore them. But again, this is nothing but government corruption at its height.
I want to get your thoughts on this, Yana. I mean, Shelley did say they are serious charges. Do you take them seriously? And how's he going to get out of this?
They're serious, and I think that, like, I agree, it's witch hunt. They're afraid of him, that he is leading in the polls, and that is exactly why this indictment happens. However, I think that this is making him even more popular. So how is he going to get out of it? Well, maybe people will keep voting for him regardless where he is. Even if he is in jail, people are saying they might still vote for him. So people, like, if the more Democrats are afraid of somebody, the more we should be looking at that person.
Let me get your thoughts on this, T. I mean, this is the third indictment on Trump. Now, we all are Trump supporters, and we believe these charges are trumped up, but some of them are pretty serious. Do we take are we taking a risk by voting for him? He may be impeached.
Not at all, because I mean, Yana took it out of the words out of my mouth. I was gonna say it. I'm looking on Instagram. I'm looking at Plies. First of all, Plies is like, he made a song, Trump got 3 indictments or whatever. And I'm looking at the comments, and people are like, Black people are like, we're gonna vote for him. Trump is my guy. Like,
that's
Trump
what they're afraid of too.
They're helping that.
Exactly.
They're helping Trump to win at this point. People are actually literally said, I'm gonna vote for him even if he's in jail.
Yeah. One thing I do fear, I mean, I should say I have a serious concern about this, is that if he is convicted and jailed, I really believe there will be civil war in this country. I really believe that. I just believe that, and I don't want to see it come to that. But again, when just one man is taking it to them in their face, quote unquote, defying them, they are this laser focus on just getting him, come hell or high water. They don't care about the charges. You can see, you talk about 2-tier justice system. This is not a justice system. This is not our American system. This is a perversion of it as well. But if Trump is convicted on any of these indictments and he goes to jail, and especially if it intersects with the election, and all hell is going to break out in the U.S.
I agree. And I mean, I think this charge is totally crap. But the classified documents charge has some teeth. When we look at the information that they've put out against him and the things that he said, that one has some teeth. But I agree with you, Shelley. I mean, I don't know what would happen if he is actually found guilty of this. I think the newest charge is an Obama appointed judge that is handling that case. So, and then we have Biden. So Biden, I mean, he's another one. You know, as I said at the top of the show, we have two of the front runners who may be impeached, who charges may be brought against them. You know, with these new evidence from the Biden case and the person who was on Burisma with Hunter Biden, what's his name, Devin Archer. Who just gave testimony in front of Congress this week. It sounds like Biden knew about Hunter Biden's escapade.
Of course he did.
Yeah, and he was all ready to go. So what are your thoughts on that? Those Devin Archer testimony?
I think more testimony needs to come out. We had the whistleblowers a couple of weeks ago, Devin Archer a couple of days ago. Biden, I believe, like you said, knew. Not only did he know, he was running the operation with his drug addict son. He was running the operation.
Shelley, you do that way too well.
I don't know, but that's what he was doing, snorting up the profits and using his political positions to as leverage to shake down people and companies in other countries.
Well, he wasn't just snorting though. Now we do have to be correct. We have to be literal on this show. He was also smoking. He smoked crack. He was a crack addict, and what they say on the street, a crackhead.
Yeah.
I want to get your thoughts on this, Yana.
But Biden?
Yeah, the Biden.
Well, they're mafia. That's the mafia family. That's the vibe that I'm getting from them. And right now they're running the country illegally. I think they're not legitimate. And they're afraid of a legitimate president, as we said. And they want to put the legitimate person, the legitimate leader in jail. That is what happens in countries, in tyrannical countries around the world. That's what happens in post-Soviet Union republics, where we have a mafia running the state, and then people who the citizens actually want to be in power end up in jail.
I want to get your thoughts on this, T. I mean, Yana said, as we say here in Baltimore City, it ain't no fun if my homie doesn't get none. It's the Biden kind of saying. Biden said, if you're giving Hunter this money, you got to give me some. Do you agree with that?
Okay, we're all smart here, right? Let's think logically. Do we really think that Biden is the
big guy?
The big guy here? We've seen him
Only
talk.
Jill knows that.
She take it in the butt. Doing it in the butt.
Oh. I just want to finish my statement.
Go ahead,
That's all I want to do, people. I don't know what's going on with my co-host today, but
Did you do it? No, I didn't.
Anyway, do we really think that Biden is like, what do you call the mafia people at the top?
Godfather.
The Godfather here.
Yeah,
he can't even form a sentence. He can't even walk.
That's
straight.
all. This story
Do we really think?
This
And
operation started
nowadays.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
So who's taking it over right now?
Let me tell you something. According to the New York Post, Hunter Biden texted his daughter in 2019. He says, and I quote, "I hope you all can do what I did and pay for everything for this entire family for 30 years. It's really hard." Pause. Don't worry. Unlike Pop, I won't make you give me half your salary.
Wow.
Yes. So it's a prostitution ring. Like, I mean,
What?
not literally.
Yeah,
like
it's like a
hypothetically.
mafia. Like,
But I don't think Biden is behind it. I don't think he's the
Do we
smartest person
still
in the
know
world.
what Burisma actually got? I know they got some connections and networking, but do we still know what Biden, I guess, did for Burisma in exchange for them paying him? I don't know. I'm just asking.
Yeah, he got the person, the prosecutor that was really on the necks of Burisma trying to prosecute them. He got him fired.
Right. I mean, before that, but what was Burisma giving in exchange? What were they getting in exchange for
He was
making the payments to his
getting-
family?
He was getting access. So on November
what?
1st,
That's what I mean.
November 1st, 2013, Hunter Biden and some of his friends created China BHR, a Chinese investment firm. So then President Biden traveled with Hunter Biden on Air Force Two to China and met the CEO. Shortly thereafter, Lee's business license was approved and Hunter Biden was magically a board member.
So I'm sure it was access. It was like
access
all
is-
these
I mean,
connections.
but I was just wondering
Yeah.
what tangibles maybe other than power and access, like maybe the business
What else do
license
you need?
to do business in the USA. So they got a license that was approved to do business in the USA without all of the other, people knowing about it. That's what I was wondering.
And they get mad at President Trump for being a businessman.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's one thing about it. I
It's not
mean, Trump
business,
has
man. I'm a
formed,
business,
came up on his own, put in hard work, and became this billionaire business person. His kids the same way. And then we
He's
have
not a
Hunter
part
Biden, who can't even string two sentences together.
Mm.
And he's on this board. He's getting millions of thousands of dollars transferred to him. It's all
See,
suspect.
this is when people
Nepotism.
have a problem with President Trump. They say when he gives his speeches, a lot of it is about himself. But I disagree with that. He's using himself as the example. Like he's told his audiences, they're coming after me, but this is really about you, America. Because again, this two-tiered supposed legal system, average Americans, we would never know about these things unless Trump, he's taking quote unquote the hit again. But if he's convicted on any of these charges, there will be hell in America.
Well, that's a part of the reason that they're coming after President Trump, because he's not a part of the establishment and he's exposing them for their shenanigans.
And as you said, there might be a civil war, but we talked about human trafficking, MAPS, the minor attracted persons, cannibalism. I mean, don't you think we need some sort of
civil war?
purge?
Oh, yeah.
Don't you think it's time?
Yeah. Definitely. I
So
mean,
wait.
we have been covering all of these topics from years to the last several years.